going to be Factory. Wicked on offense, REKT on defense for the pistol round. Not a whole lot of buying to be done. One interesting thing to look out for. The Spectral seems to be pretty much the standard pistol buy. Either that or you don't buy any pistols. You just go with the base gun, save some money, a little bit for later, but a lot of the really skilled headshotting players will go for the Taurus. We saw a lot of that out of Sleepy Penguin in the previous match, and we see TB with the Taurus as well as Sleepy Penguin. For now, and nobody over on REKT going for that, going for something a lot more standard and controlled as they try to feel out how Wicked is going to play in this first round. It can be very telling how you're going to adjust your playstyle for the rest of the entire match based on how this first round goes, as both teams may have seen recordings of each other's plays in preparation for this, but for the most part have no idea how this is going to pan out. A lot of Wicked ready to flank between two different doors on the same side, and a lot of deaths at this door in the previous match as all four flood in. That is very risky, very quick, but definitely not something that REKT is currently positioned for. A lot of them are in very safe positions over by the A and B sites below, except for Mad Dog and Nero, who are roaming, presumably going to take two different 2v2 fights as they get a headshot on Khan. Sleepy Penguin by themselves gets a good disengage there.
That was risky of Penguin, and he's going to do it again. He did not learn his lesson. He's out for blood. Sleepy Penguin getting shot in the back a little bit by Nero, but Nero now disengaging. I think predicting that Sleepy won't be able to push that again, and he was right. He's now going to get this wall as his teammates are going down, and Icon Living pushing into the site gets taken out by Nero.
Oh.
Now there's just these two that are actually on the site, surprisingly, but Nero's going to take out one of them. Now it's a 1v4 situation. TBG dog not in a great situation
Gotta
here.
just call them TB. That's too much of a tongue twister, man. All respect once again to the last surviving Wicked player, but this is really not looking good. Nero has been off the rails today with their headshots, with their engagements, and Sleepy is getting punished for their aggression in a way that they just quite weren't against Havoc beforehand, and they're going to have, Wicked is going to have to make some adjustments as a result. If I was TB, I would just be backing out silently, like is happening right now, saving. It's only a pistol, only a Taurus, but it's a 1v4 situation, and you're just about guaranteed to die, so saving that health as well is going to be helpful going into the next round. That's exactly what's happening here, and REKT, meanwhile, is just going to be chilling on site, does not need to be aggressive in the slightest. And we've got about 1 minute left into the round. And TB backing all the way to the cars, does not want to risk this at all, which is smart, considering it's the finals at this moment. This is the last match of the tournament at the moment for the day. And if you do anything risky without at least a plan for why that risk is necessary, then you're risking your chance at a victory overall here.
Yeah, well said. You know, TB is saving that health. I think really is the big one. Is he's playing rock paper scissors with himself. I think that health pickup really is what I would personally be saving more than any Taurus. But the Taurus can definitely come in. I mean, we saw Sleepy Penguin go absolutely crazy with the Taurus last few rounds. But you know, REKT I think definitely is a bit favored to win this matchup, and that there's a high amount of stress that comes to Wicked with that. I'm really excited to see how Wicked is going to pull through on this one, though, because they definitely have some very impressive players. Basil, Mosh, and Sleepy Penguin, two people that we saw absolutely destroying last round. Khan is another name that I recognize that's really good. Also, I want to say what's up, Lumi, in the chat. Glad you're here. But yeah, so we see REKT takes this first map, so they're going to have a huge eco advantage, both because they survived, but also because they got the winning points. The winner team always gets more points than loser team, especially the first round that you lose. So we're seeing Wicked, Basilmass pulling a Cyclone in again, and looks like they're all spawning here in the front. They're going to be trying to attack the top site this time.
Now the question really is going to be, how direct is this attack going to be? REKT has had some very solid defenses against Acer, and we saw the way that pistol round went. It was dominant, not even close. Wicked was only able to take out one player in Retribution during an already occurring group fight. So now playing at a potential disadvantage in terms of weapons, where every player on REKT now has the Spectral and different amounts of util versus everyone on Wicked being forced essentially to play on pistols only. This will be pistol round 2, and if REKT is able to take this, then the econ advantage is just through the roof for them. Now a very large split in the play here with Neuro roaming around and Mad Dog in a really good position to try and take out some players here. Sleepy still on the outside. Basil by themselves below sight. I think this is a pretty good spot. Trying to open up some windows, open up some possibilities for flanking and also trick plays here, but most of Wicked has not even entered the building just yet. They're playing very precociously, trying to make sure everything is timed perfectly. And Neuro has been taken out by Basil Mess. Good flank there. That's a really good pick, too.
Great job by Basil Mouse, doing a lot of work as usual. Now he's pushing all the way to the bottom floor. Not something I think I've ever seen before, especially because he's sneaking. I mean, there's definitely no one down here. I don't know what he's expecting to find. We see Icon now engaging in a fight. Oh, not
Austin
quite.
all the way behind the wall. Mad Dog takes out Khan. See that in the top right, and a little bit of an engagement soon to occur here for sure, as Mad Dog's ready to go through that doorway and get a hit on an Icon living. Is Icon ready for it? Okay, good duck there. Now, is their actual aim going to be good enough? Sleepy Penguin in an engagement. Did they get the EMP plant? I don't think so. And they are dropping left and right. Now it's only Basil Mess left alive because they were completely out of position compared to the rest of their teammates, and REKT. 4 players alive, only down 1, and their downed player is the highest econ. It is not looking good for Basil Mass as the rest of REKT goes to engage.
Oh, man.
What a pinch.
Absolutely getting pressured. I mean, it's unfortunate he didn't walk away from that with a kill, but there was absolutely no surviving that. I don't care how good of a player you are, you're not surviving 4-man rush right towards your position. That was a good try by Wicked, though. REKT taking another round. We're going into the third round now. We see Wicked is going to take a little bit less of an eco hit this time because they get 500 more points for losing 2 rounds in a row, but they're still at a significant eco disadvantage because of basically no enemies dying. I mean, really, the enemies get a huge amount of money for the kills and also from the win. So REKT
and from the fact they don't have to rebuy too.
Yeah, exactly. So REKT definitely is in a huge advantage here, which is not at all what Wicked wants. This game definitely can have a lot of momentum that brings you into the next few rounds. Looks like Basil Mass again is flanking on his own here. That didn't work at all really last round. I mean, he did get 1 pick, which was the only pick that happened in the whole round. But, you know, I kind of question how worth it that was. You know, turning every fight into a 4v5, you know, it's a tough call. It really is. But we're seeing Khan pushing through the bottom here as a living Icon is up at the top there. We see here a drone going off as Sleepy Penguin gets into a drone.
A lot of pings there by the drone of Sleepy Penguin, who's going to be checking around these corners, just making sure there's nobody flanking their team members as they enter the building. A double bomb right there, good. Pings by Sleepy, and now they see there's only 1 player on A side. I don't think they're going to spot Clev in the connector, but they do get spotted. That's at least 1 player there. TB takes out those mines and is shooting through the wall, trying to get a hit on Echo wherever they might be positioned. And Clev just staying in connector. Bit of a classic hold here on the A site.
Definitely is a bit risky to fully reveal your position like that, not to mention risking team injury, but you know, Echo's pretty unfazed by it. You can see there's a lot of bullets that come near him, but he's still ready to take this fight. Engaging with TV. Clev gets a kill on Khan. Up in the top right we see from down below. Clev doing some good work flanking. Basil Moss finally regrouping with his team now. I wonder if he's going to try and push from a different angle.
TV taking out Mad Dog.
Oh, there goes another one. This is looking great for Wicked right now, as there are no REKT players nearby. Here comes Austin coming in completely alone. Clev coming in with the flank.
from behind. Oh, he's in the connector. Okay.
Oh, man. Austin now on the site. EMP needs to go down, but he's so distracted by Khan.
Oh, good kill on Austin by an Icon Living. Icon Living really in a solid position. And now that Sleepy is putting down the EMP. Clev is going to be forced to move out. I can only assume that Wicked knows somebody has to be in that connector, and now Icon Living is going to be backing up to hold the flank, and it's just going to be a tense 1 minute.
Whoa!
Good
Huge
kill
flank.
good kill by Clev, but now an Icon Living getting headshot after headshot is going to turn this into a 2v1 engagement. Just Neuro. There is still a chance here. If Neuro takes out either of these two players, when they're not prepared to play together, is not quite sure where Sleepy Penguin is positioned, but does give away that they are here by shooting that shot. Now they make a play around the corner, and Sleepy Penguin with the flank takes them out! And there we go. That is Wicked's first win on this map, bringing it to 2 versus 1 in favor of REKT. But the momentum has swung back into balance, more or less.
Yeah, the pendulum always swings, and this time it's finally back to Wicked. Wicked needs to use this momentum to keep that rolling. They absolutely need every win they can take here, as obviously REKT has the higher skill advantage, at least in pure just killing power with Vezins. But as we've seen in today and yesterday's games, raw Vezin power and, does not translate like it does in Killhouse. There are nasty nades that happen. There's drones that reveal your position. There's team play that just can hit from so many different angles, and that really is to the benefit of the attackers. Now, let's see how these guys are going to attack. We're going to see Basilmas pushing with Khan towards the flank as EMP with a few buddies are going around towards the orange stairs. I think this is a very predictable push. I'm a little worried about Wicked's choice of execution here. A living Icon pushing up towards Clev. Clev none the wiser. But it definitely could work out. Sleepy Penguin and TB might get flanked by Echo here. It looks like there is a drone activated. I don't know who activated that. Was it a living Icon is up there? Let's see what he's looking at. Drone going in. Flying high. Scoping out the sites. Not quite. The old sites, I should say. Now he's going down the stairs looking for his teammates. This is where the drone really becomes useful, but you see there's so little battery power left in this drone. I kind of question how useful this really was. These guys spend so much time clearing every possible corner that they haven't spotted a single enemy.
At least they know there's nobody hiding in those corners when the drone went by, but that's kind of the thing. Basil is going to be roaming around, flanking here. Seems like Sleepy... Icon gets a kill on Clev, and now Sleepy is going to be putting some pressure onto B site through the wall. Khan trying to get a lucky hit there. Does get some damage onto Mad Dog, it would seem, and now Mad Dog forced to reposition. There's the health. Good toss by Neuro.
That's exactly what they needed to try and even out this fight. You do not want to take a 4v5 situation at all, especially not with someone with low health. Now we hear a flashbang going off, but it looks like none activated off of it. We did see that Mad Dog got flashed by it, but absolutely no execution off of that.
Oh, good hit. Good hit onto Sleepy Penguin.
Oh, Sleepy Penguin getting a nice nade kill,
Good
though.
grenades, and now that creates the space for Khan to move in and put some more pressure on Neuro, who is stuck in that connector. And now Sleepy Penguin is planting the EMP. Echo going for a flank behind, and an Icon Living gets taken out by Neuro. This is a high-intensity, high-speed situation as Echo slowly but surely goes for the silent flank, but Khan is ready to defend their teammate from the outside, presumably going to flank the flanker. They leave just as Echo enters. Echo gets a kill on TB and is now moving in. Gets a kill on Basil as well. Echo now taken out, and Wicked do win. That was a difficult situation for Echo, but Echo making it look like there was some potential for that to actually happen. Very impressive.
It's gotta feel good to be Wicked right now. I mean, getting 2-0'd by REKT to get wrecked, for 2 rounds in a row so badly, it feels really bad. It really gets you in a big mental disadvantage and an economic one. But now we see that Wicked has completely flipped that pendulum. Now it's fully in their side, showing that they deserve to be here and that they are definitely a very solid team. REKT, I bet, feels a bit more pressure to perform now because they have lost that very comfortable lead that they had. Mad Dog here placing some shock down against someone. No one's going to be pushing that, though. Wasted util, definitely good for Wicked, though. We see a lot of them up on the rooftop. Oh, they might actually just be rotating over, spawning on the other side.
So maybe this is going to end up being a beneficial play, especially if they take out the EMP holder in Sleepy Penguin. If they go into too exposed of a position, which they occasionally have been in very dangerous exposed positions, just trying to get something done for them. The fact that some of these REKT players are already ready for this specific direction to flank them is going to be difficult for Wicked to contend with. They send the drone in, and it looks like they might be able to spot Nero. No, they go the wrong way. No idea that Nero is roaming. Okay, they rotate around. Nero is still behind the wall. They see him. Okay,
Oh.
the roamer is spotted. Nero not bothering to take it out except with a one-shot kill. Gets a kill on Khan!
Oh man, Neuro says, I don't care if you know where I am. I'm still going to get this kill. He's not going to push forward, looking at the wrong angle, but now he's going to disengage, fully rotating to somewhere else. Not a bad idea. Getting a pick and running away is absolutely reasonable and a good idea. It turns a 5v5 into a very favorable 5v4 situation. And now defenders definitely have a huge advantage. A double advantage as Sleepy Penguin goes down now, and Icon Living completely alone pushing the blue stairs, trying to get a random hit off of Mad Dog, but it's not going to work out. Icon Living probably feeling pretty desperate right now as Basil Moss is now finally coming to back him up, but I don't know if it will be enough. He's got a TB, drops down and gets shot pretty badly through the wall. Is now going to check lockers.
And Icon Living takes out Clev with a grenade. Very well placed grenade. Icon has been absolutely popping off in this match and throwing a... Wow, that's 2 players blind, but nobody is taking advantage of that situation. TB takes out Nero, however. And now it's a 3v3, but REKT only has pistols. Echo in the really difficult position of having to be the backup here, trying to watch this wall, calling out that Icon Living is ready to go. Good headshot kills there. Echo playing very well, and now the EMP is there. I'm not sure if REKT is aware that that is where the EMP is, but regardless, they're going to be holding this angle. They know Wicked does not have the time to fully reposition and go to a different site. They just have to win the fights. TB about to flank on Echo, though. I don't know if Echo is going to be ready for this. They're turned around, though. This might be the perfect moment. Basil Mask goes in, gets a kill on Mad Dog. Echo, now aware that somebody is right in front of them, is going to be laser focused forward as TB rushes to get the flank, but Basil takes them out. Where is TB? What are they doing? There's a kill right there that just happened, and now they give away their position, not knowing that Austin is right behind that corner. Now that they know, this is going to be a lot of little micro plays here. Austin repositioning. That was very smart, but he gets killed anyways by TB.
Wow, Wicked taking a very solid round there. This is impressive momentum by Wicked here. Wicked is absolutely doing an amazing job.
And just barely getting that plant at the end there, too.
Getting him a nice 150 points here for this next round. That's enough to get, like, half a grenade. But, you know, something's better than nothing. Now we're in round 5, the last round before side swap. So we are seeing these teams are going to be full buying as much as they possibly can to go into this next round, so that when the side swap happen, they're you know, more than likely to take this win and turn it into a 4v2 situation, at least in a scoreboard sense. Let's see if this is going to work out, though. Again, they're pushing the orange stairs. Orange stairs has been very risky for them in the past. I mean, it worked out the most recent time they tried it, so that definitely might be the reason that they're trying it again. We see another stockpile building up over on Wicked side. I wonder how loud that is, if any of the enemies are able to hear them, but it looks like none of them are even close to the orange stairs. You see Austin just corner camping in the site. Echo holding the front, probably not going to get any engagements over there.
And Wicked gets ready to move in. TB really trying to make sure. Honestly, I like this positioning out of Wicked right now. They are really trying to make sure that nothing funny and unexpectedly aggressive happens out of REKT. REKT showed us that they are more than capable of cheeky peeks out of windows and such, and Wicked, knowing the advantages they're favored, is thinking that REKT might try something desperate like that to turn this around into a tied-up match before we swap sides. That drone not really spotting anything in particular, but that's okay. Khan moving in with the invis around the corner, waiting for the rest of their teammates to be ready before they push into A site. Meanwhile, Mad Dog hard locked on that door with Austin in the wings. A few pre-fires through the door. Now REKT should know that Wicked is about to push into A site with Austin in the connector, peeking that doorway. A bit of a drone first. Drone gets taken out, not really accomplishing all that much, even though it tried to, but Mad Dog does get taken out by Basil. Shots back and forth between Austin and a bit of a smoke, but that is not going to block Austin's sight of the doorway. Either way, these are some pretty good uses of util, but Clev gets a double kill on Con and Icon. That is going to make a huge amount of difference in this team fight here, with 2 players down for Wicked versus only 1 for REKT, and REKT on the defensive here. A lot of the util already having been used. Basil does get another kill on Austin. Basil popping off here for Wicked, and now Wicked moving into the A site. Neuro is going to be forced to reckon with Basil, hopefully at the same exact time as Clev, since Echo has been already taken out by TB. And now Neuro backing up as the EMP gets planted, and Basil going in to engage with Clev. Neither of these players aware of this. Has to keep in mind that Sleepy Penguin is right around that corner at the EMP, guarding it with their life. In this 2v3, getting shot through the wall by Basil. What a shot by Basil. And now Clev has the 1v3 and cannot take it. Well played by Wicked. 4 versus 2 score going into the map flip.
That is insane. A huge congratulations to Wicked on that one. They've been absolutely killing it.
Now we're going to go ahead and change the sides on the scoreboard here. There we go. Fantastic. And now REKT in the pistol round on the offensive. How are they going to reckon with that a very solid offensive set of plays by Wicked here? Have they taken a lesson out of Wicked's book in terms of the coordination and the balance between the aggression and positional defensiveness that we showed there? There wasn't any one particular mode of playing that it seems like Wicked overcommitted to. I bet Con heard Clev move up here, grapple up to the top there, so I'm sure they're going to be hard locked on that doorway. And REKT, fairly spread out, is going to try multiple different entry points and some confusion for Wicked. And now a tense moment as we wait for players to get into the proper position. Echo with the top down, and Austin going for a little bit of a flank possibly on Sleepy Penguin. And Con, a lot of shots fired there. Is not aware that Sleepy Penguin is behind that wall, but definitely suspecting it as they go ahead and reposition. Now Neuro moving in with the camera, staying high on the orange stairs there. Really trying to make sure they don't get spotted and checking every single corner that players like Sleepy Penguin could be hiding in. Moves to the bathroom, spots 1 player. Good little peek there with the ping. Making sure that the drone can't be shot easily. Now that TB is repositioning, trying to take this moment to spot 1 more player. Alright, 2 players. 2 players on that site. That is a good confirmation, as you can assume. Maybe 1 other player is going to be roaming and the others are going to have to reposition now to this full-on offensive. REKT is full pedal to the metal onto this site. Mad Dog taking out Con. A good flank. Now it's TV solo on B. Will the rest of their teammates have enough time to get around and give them help since REKT is really putting the pressure on in this site, trying to push TB back before the rest of their team has a chance to react. Now, it's 2 players with the Taurus watching this room, and Icon living and TB.
Ooh,
Mad Dog gets
EMP
hit.
going down. Echo trying to plant, shooting him in the
hitting
leg.
him in the knees, gets Echo,
Oh.
but the EMP has been planted. That is an important moment. It is a 4v4 in this moment in time, though. Sleepy Penguin getting low on health. Has back up. Good headshot. Whoa, that's 2 players dead. That slight moment of confusion where your teammate dies, that is a moment you cannot afford to lose focus, because teams like Wicked are going to take advantage of it, and they are just blasting through the pistol round. Wicked now going to be at 5 score.
Wicked absolutely dominating right now. I don't think anyone predicted this. A lot of the chat that we saw was fully in the favor of REKT, but Wicked is absolutely dominating right now. Now they're going to take this momentum into the next round, where they should be able to buy mostly Vezins versus REKT. Might need to do a save round just to try to pull through. However, REKT, I bet the pressure's on, because if Wicked wins 1 more round after this, then it's the best REKT can do is tie, which is, I don't think REKT is good with that.
I don't think they're going to win 4 in a row after this round, assuming they don't win this round. And it looks like some of the Wicked players may or may not even be buying Vezins here, like an Icon living, sticking with that Taurus, which I'm not surprised by. them and Khan were absolutely dominating in that room with the Taurus. Even if it was against Vezin, there was a decent chance they could have won some of those fights. They are just locked in on those headshots right now. Sleepy Penguin also buying the shotgun, so 2 Vezin, 2 Taurus, and a shotgun Taurus is going to be a little bit of a tricksy, unexpected loadout for REKT to contend with, but since they are full committing to the Spectral pistol round here so that they can get the Vezin next round, I don't think they have high hopes. They're just trying to get a couple kills and then hoping that the next round is where everything turns around and they can at least tie it up. Move through a lot of these players on the same top side door, just trying to time things out, feel things out, while Mad Dog moves in with the drone. Not spotting anybody in this open area, and we, of course, in the casting booth know there is nobody here. Mad Dog is not aware of that, though. It is important to make sure that nobody's going to be behind your backs while you move through this very open area, so confirming that is actually going to be very useful information, but there's just so many places you can hide that there's only so many places you can check. Does get a spot on one player, however. That could mean something.
We see Sleepy Penguin in his corner with his classic combo.
Moves it up
I
just
love
the right
this.
distance to not see it while moving through the doorway.
His foot not quite sticking through the wall, so he's actually not going to be exposed. Here we see Echo. Wow, Mad Dog making some big grinding noises with Echo. As they're now going to push into bathrooms. Mad Dog fully entering in with no one in there.
And
Neuro
gets a kill on Khan, too.
Man, good job by Neuro.
Sleepy Penguin's still hard locking that door. We'll get back to that.
Neuro.
Bezumas. I like this defensive positioning on the part of Wicked. Oh, whoa! But the unexpected pop out. Good work by Sleepy Penguin. And the martyr. I think. Yeah, martyrdom. There you go. I think REKT needs to keep in mind that Sleepy Penguin's going to do that just about every life.
Yeah, that was a huge win for Sleepy Penguin there. Getting a kill and then bringing another one down to half. Although it looks like if you see an Icon Living is actually healing back up. So now even though now it's a 3v3 situation with low health on one of the sides. Clev now pushing an Icon Living who just healed up and gets a
good headshot.
Oh man, what a great job by him.
We can see why they committed to the Taurus buy and not going for any other main weapon. That is their main weapon.
Nero now completely alone is going to try to take this fight, but as we saw, an Icon Living just showed his skills with that Taurus against his teammate. Now Nero's going to have to try and disengage, and is he going to save or is he going to... Yeah, it looks like he's going to re-engage with this Spectral, maybe try and get another kill. It definitely would be worth it if he can take out one of those enemies with the Vezin, but it looks like no, TB getting the kill. Wicked now 6 points, a guaranteed tie, and very, very favorable for a Wicked win for map 1.
Things are just not looking great for REKT, who is forced to full Vezin buy on this offense. This is going to be a very interesting round, though, since both teams will have plenty of heavy weaponry to work with.
I just want to make sure ours didn't go down.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Great job to everyone so far. Wicked is absolutely doing a great job right now. Looks like Revolters are pushing in. Oh, Sleepy Penguin in his classic corner, not poking through, ready to get someone with this amazing combo. Yeah, you cannot find him.
He's got a full leg in the wall, too.
Man, I've never seen someone run a Knut so effectively. I mean, the one hand right into your stomach and pull it. I mean, absolutely insane. Great job to Sleepy Penguin, who's definitely been a kind of star player for Wicked over there. REKT now buying each other some nice attachments for each other. It's now they're going to start entering in. Looks like someone almost threw a drone, but thought better of it.
They know this is do or die. Like, no matter how many players on their team die, they have to win this round and at least make things a little bit more contentious for Wicked, because this is their last chance, essentially their last round, where everything will be even. Because if Wicked wins this round, then they win this map. It just ends right there. And if REKT wins this round, they're still at a little bit of a disadvantage. Things might just be tied up economically a little bit. So a bit of a difficult position here. Mad Dog clearing a lot of corners here, while a little bit of micro engagements occur in the background. And Clev way outside the house. Austin going for a bit of a roam. And Neuro ready to peek in while the rest of REKT goes to back them up. Echo ready to take out this wall. Some shots through the wall. Do not hit anybody in particular, however. Is TB going to move out of that door at just the wrong time? There we go. Wall explodes. Echo ready to hit this wall as well. Backs up. Knocks it out. That's 2 walls down. Echo also down. Good kill by TB, not losing their cool. And in fact, going out to engage, getting a second kill also on Nero.
Oh, dropped Sleepy, who was trying to push him with the Knut, misses his shot. Now we're seeing it's a 3v4 situation. Not looking great for REKT, but definitely still able to come back. We see Mad Dog going with a nasty flank. Has no idea, and Icon Living is going to get a flank on him. Now it's just Austin. An unfortunate situation for him.
TB is behind the wall and aware of the distinct advantage that they have, although I'm not quite sure what Austin is doing. It looks like they're trying to go for a miracle play, knowing that this round is all but lost unless a rabbit hat situation comes through for REKT.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like Wicked is going to end up taking this map, but you know, Austin is a good player. Unfortunately, going 3-6 this map so far. Needs to rendezvous with that EMP, but looks like he's not quite trying to do that. I think Wicked knows that if they just kind of camp it out, they're gonna win this. They don't need to take fights that are risky. They can camp it back, wait for the enemies to come in, and look at that, Basil Moss getting a nice kill on him in the back. Wicked is going to take the first map.
A dominant win on the part of Wicked on this factory map. And in the meanwhile, we will be getting ready to go into map 2 soon enough. Thank you all for tuning in for this first map. This will be starting soon. If we take a look at the scoreboard, Sleepy Penguin top scoring for their team, but not top killing. That is TBG Dog 15 with 10 kills over there. Meanwhile, over on REKT's side, things a little bit more balanced out since they were not able to get quite as many victories there. 6 and 7 for both Echo and Clev, top killing, top scoring for their teams.
All right, here we go. Perfect timing. Now we're into Hideout. Man, this is going to be a great match. And I sure am excited to see it. I'm glad all of you are joining us here today. Let's see an amazing Hideout. Let's see if it's just as good as this last map that we watched, which was just on the edge of my seat to be a part of. I know REKT, I hope brings a better play for this map. I imagine REKT is a bit better on this map. I've seen them play on this map
Hold on,
before.
Willow. Is that 4 out of 5 players on Wicked with Taurus right now?
Whoa.
That is a confident play. Taurus, of course, if you're better at hitting the headshots than your opponent, you're going to win fights, especially in the pistol round. But that is a big if. A lot of times the Spectral is just the more standard play because it's safer, because it just shoots very well. It has pretty good damages on top of that, and all host of factors. But if you can hit your shots better than your opponent, that's when you go for Taurus. And it looks like most of these players over on Wicked are committing to that, as only just now, right as the round starts, getting into positions. Meanwhile, REKT getting ready to move forward. A decent amount of utility here out of both teams. Double health over on Wicked, double health over on REKT. And always, there's somebody breaking the wall on B side. No matter what else is going to happen in this round, that's pretty much guaranteed to happen. That's why you have players over on Wicked positioned in that room. And if you remember, there was some shots through the floor earlier. That was by REKT. I wonder if they're going to try and make use of that out of that play here. Austin charging into the room, not quite aware of where Basil Moss is positioned, and now he takes out Austin.
That was a great play by Basil Moss. I'd hope he repositions here now, but oh man, it looks like someone's coming to his flank. He has no idea. Oh, gets to, oh man.
Double kill for Neuro, taking out Basil Moss and TB, the only 2 players guarding above the rest of Wicked, and now REKT has full ability to walk around this upstairs area, and they more or less might be aware of that fact, having taken out 2 players here. It'd be insane for Wicked to position more outside of sights. A bit of a toss of health over there through the window.
Looks like they're just getting ready for their big push here in a 3v3 scenario. I hope that we see some amazing action going on here. Looks like they're dropping a nade down as Neuro is just kind of testing the waters of what's going to happen. Is he going to drop?
not quite. Waiting for the timing on the rest of
Teammates
their teammates
pushing
to push
in.
and now they're going.
Neuro's down. This is a good coordinated push by REKT here. This is exactly what we need to see. Neuro checking the flank even though there's no one back there. We're going to see Akari putting some foam down.
And the name of the game here is speed and shooting through the walls at the right place for a hopefully unexpected kill. Akari gets a very expected kill on Determined while they place the EMP, and now there's only one Wicked player left. Things are looking very strong for REKT. However, Icon Living did take out one player.
Oh!
Good headshots by Neuro, and now the EMP is going to get confirmed for planting as Neuro is going to rush along with Mad Dog to get the utils that they want to bring into the next round.
That was a dominant victory by REKT right there. Let's see if they can continue this momentum. I know that a win like that after losing a map so badly definitely is exactly what you need to bring your mindset back into it, to bring the team morale back, to get in and just do some serious damage to this team. Wicked, I bet, is sweating a little bit after losing to such a coordinated push. But let's see how they're going to be pushing this one. It looks like, oh no, Sleepy Penguin.
Always. Except it looks like they're not playing with the Taurus, or maybe they still are working on buying that Taurus, but no, they're just playing with a grenade and a gun, and they're saving for next round. I guess they're doing the math, and maybe not committing to the Taurus for this one is economically going to be better, because they're going to be going for a suicide play on this door since we are on the next floor up. A lot of Wicked pretty spread out, and it looks like REKT might be trying to breach in. Two different doorways here. Akari going for the grenade.
Oh!
Takes out Sleepy Penguin. Well done by
a total
Akari.
read. Oh no, that was nasty.
That was good.
That is exactly what they're going to need. Now Neuro coming in with the drone. If Neuro gets a good drone, this could seriously give REKT a huge advantage. One man down for the enemy, and then also knowing the position of multiple other enemies, or at least one of them, could give REKT exactly what they need to push forward. Now we see this drone is not finding anything so far, but Akari does have the confidence to push into garage at least a little bit. Looks like Neuro unintentionally dodged a bullet there, as Determined is,
desperately trying to take out this drone.
Yeah, not
Neuro
quite
does
able
not
to,
see
though.
anybody else in that room. However, during that,
Determined is a little concerned about what's about to happen. I would be too.
especially considering that Wicked really went hard into Econ for this round. REKT fully committing to the Spectral as a standard for their team, but better gun versus worse gun. Usually the better gun is going to win, as 4 players for Wicked get taken out in tandem. That was really well done. REKT is locked in for this map. We have seen Wicked turn things around, but the way these first 2 rounds went into REKT's favor is very impressive. Now we are in a full buy round for both teams. Seems pretty standard for this 3rd round to be that way. Will Wicked be able to outplay with the stronger guns versus the pistols, since they lost both those rounds, or does REKT have more tricks up their sleeves, some unexpected plays moving forward? I think Sleepy Penguin is not going to try for something cheeky like they did earlier, and REKT, probably expecting that, is going to account for the same thing.
Yeah, definitely. We see Clive is going in for a bit of a flank here versus all of his teammates. And very risky, but very potentially high rewarding play out of REKT here. REKT really likes sitting at the outside B here. I'm surprised we haven't seen this window pop and have Wicked try to get any lucky kills out of them. But, you know, REKT just says, we don't care. You haven't done it to us yet, so you're never going to do it to us. Now we see a drone is going down. Who is that? Neuro's drone is going in, checking out garage.
Neuro's pretty good with those drones, I think, and they really know how to make the most use out of the limited battery, checking all the different possible angles that the enemy could be hiding, and also peeking through the doorway to hopefully bait out a shot, so that you can confirm even earlier than normal where some enemies might be positioned. Not seeing anybody above the A site. I believe we're above the A site right now. Nobody in the above connector either. Should be good to go to move in here.
Oh. Popping another drone.
2 drones. Okay, time to check out the top floor, maybe? What's going on with this drone? This drone seems to be looking around a little bit confused about what to do next. Oh, they spot a player. Okay.
Let me guess. That was Penguin?
That was probably Sleepy. No, it was not. Very
Let's see, let's
interesting
pop
to
out
see.
here. Oh, they repositioned.
Okay,
I see.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, understandable. Sleepy was going for something cheeky there, but REKT, by playing it very safe, is able to account for the unexpected factor. Two of them moving in, takes out Sleepy right away. A huge team fight right now.
Huge grenade, but it's not going to be enough.
Most of REKT is dead. Basilmas very low health, trying to just steal the weapons, thinking that Clev probably isn't going to be moving through that same door. That was a huge win for Wicked. Now Clev is the one surprise factor here. Are they going to take anybody out? Good kill on an Icon living after missing the first shot there. Icon not able to follow up properly, and now there's a chance for Clev to maybe get one more kill and bring this economically back into the favor of REKT.
Oh, wow.
Through there.
That was a good throw. Oh, he might fight Basilmas here without knowing it. Getting a lucky kill there because Basilmas was so low. You saw Clev kind of get a little panic there. But this is great. Clev, even though it's going to be hard to win the round on this one. I don't know why one of them is leaving when they know exactly where Clev is. But even though it's going to be hard for Clev to 1v4 this, he got 2 kills. Even. Well, now it's 1v2. He got the 2 kills so that now the economy damage is pretty significant. Wicked is not dominating economically as much as they would be if Clev hadn't done the damage that he did. Now he might just go and try and save. I also could see him try and heal up and then drop down. He's got 30 seconds to go. I don't think he's going for the EMP. That's for sure.
He's probably going to drop down in front of that door and try to take out Determined Fear. Is he aware that somebody's right there behind the corner? Oh, no, he does not get the kill there by Determined. Good kill, Determined.
Yeah, that was exactly what Determined needed. If he gotten taken out right there, then Clev maybe could have got a 4K, which would have been an insane clip. I wish I could have seen it happen, but, you know, Clev did some seriously good damage there. Now it's REKT 2 to Wicked's 1. This is the closeness that I like to see when we're in the finals. This Disorient tourney has been absolutely insane. These teams are some of the best, and they are seriously showing it with the amount of skill that they're bringing to the table here. Let's go ahead and check out what REKT plans to do for their rollout here. It looks like a lot of people going through the back door, or at least using it to get up to the rooftop. Also, I love the mountain range that's here.
Oh, yeah, that is very pretty. It's also very bright. That's something I'm really liking about a lot of these maps.
Yeah, I fully agree. I like all the bright maps that Triangle Factory makes. I wouldn't mind having a house like this. But we see 3 REKT up here on the roof with EMP going with Ikari, who was just subbed in for this map, I believe. Not subbed in, but, you know, replaced one of the previous players. And Neuro might go and drone out down here. Yep. Yeah, let's check out how that is going to go.
Neuro's drones are everybody should be taking a little bit of a lesson here on essentially the calculatedness with where the drone is flying. You have some practiced routes of what will check the most angles in the least amount of time, or rather what are the most important angles to check in the limited lifespan that a drone has. But you can see Neuro is trying to change up their normal path just a little bit, given where some shots were fired, just trying to distract Determined Fear before the battery runs out, and now ready to move in. Wicked, though, aware some pressure could be coming through. Did Sleepy put a door blocker on a window?
Yep, he sure did, and he's still holding it. I think that shows the commitment that Sleepy has. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I've never seen someone put a door blocker down and then still protect the window. Let's see if it works out. Looks like
TB takes out Clev with that grenade.
Crazy.
And now Sleepy's poking out here
Yeah,
at the A side.
do.
Ikari coming in from behind. Sleepy is just waiting to pop out for when they plant. Good kill by Austin on TB. You can see in the top right. Now it's 1 death to 1 death for both sides with 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock.
A great angle held here by Ikari. This is one of my personal favorites.
Oh, man, they're trying to walk just along the railing to reposition in an unexpected spot. I mean, what's going on? Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
they're trying to watch the wall from a very far distance.
Pretty nasty.
There we go. Wall gets breached. They're watching the angle that Sleepy Penguin could be popping out from with that shotgun. They're not quite aware of who could be where, but a little bit of some pre-firing through the walls here. Nothing in particular going one team's way or another. Good kill by Determined Fear onto Neuro. Now that's both Neuro and Clev dead for REKT. That's gotta hurt. Smoke goes down. Mad Dog under heavy fire here. Sleepy sneaking forward with the shotgun in the martyrdom. Do they get the grenade kill? No, they do not. Good call by Ikari. More than ready for that post-death grenade. That is why that is a risky play. As soon as the enemy can account for it and is ready for it, then it will work way less often. Good kill undetermined by Mad Dog too, under heavy fire, but he has teammates with him ready to plant, and now the pressure is actually on Wicked to be more aggressive.
Oh!
And Mad Dog, knowing that, takes out an Icon Living. Now it's a 1v3 with Basilmas being the only one left alive, but of anyone to have left alive for Wicked, Basilmas is who I would choose to leave. They have gotten 1 kill, and now it's a 1v2 situation. We have seen them win these tough situations before. Mad Dog
Oh, hanging out the window.
Outside the window, but they do get called out for it. There was a ping on the window, a yellow ping on the window there. And, oh, no,
Oh.
Mad Dog gets the headshot, did not have their head exposed. That was well done by REKT. Now, with the score advantage here on the second map, things are looking good for the team in blue.
Great job right there. Now, REKT is going to be taken to 3-1, which is quite favorable for REKT. REKT now going to be Vezins against, again, a couple Tauruses and an Arul. The Arul just kind of objectively worse than the Vezin, but still a gun that you can do some serious damage with. We see Mad Dog bringing a drone in here, and Wicked bringing really no utils other than TB bringing a frag and his Taurus.
It's definitely a throw round where they're just trying to do some economic damage, but knowing that REKT is in such a dominant position economic-wise, they have to try and get back into the econ somehow. The only people with any money are Basil and Icon Living. Everyone else is a bit less. Oh, Determined has 1,600. Okay, that's decent. So they have a decent opportunity after this round to get something done, but they really are hoping for at least a couple kills here, even though they know this round is really not expected to go in their favor here. And it looks like Sleepy Penguin did go ahead and get rid of the grenade. It's TB Dog with the Taurus grenade here. As the drone for Neuro is moving in, they're going to go ahead and check underneath the van, check every angle. Sleepy, knowing that the drone is going to go through really early and essentially knowing that Neuro is like clockwork through there, takes out the drone, but Sleepy almost gets taken out as a result of that through walls, and another drone moving in.
Let's check out that drone, see who has it. Neuro again.
That must be frustrating for Wicked, that Neuro is just so consistent with those drones and always able to get something done as a result. Mad Dog ready to breach through the window now that he knows nobody is behind there. Sleepy Penguin still very low health as Neuro clocks 2 players, potentially 3, in that room. They are getting ready to move in with the rest of their teammates onto B site. Is Wicked ready to counter? Icon Living gets taken out by Austin, and now some pre-fires through the wall, almost hitting Sleepy Penguin too. As we saw there, Sleepy gets some good shots on Neuro, and Neuro has to back off, but 2 players dead for Wicked, 3 dead for Wicked now, and nobody dead for REKT. A grenade goes in to clear the site. EMP is planted as well. Only Basilmaz left alive with the Taurus. Wicked was hoping something could get done for them, even though they weren't going to win this round, but basically no kills at all. Literally no kills at all. Not basically. And still nothing to show for this minimal buy round. It is not going well for Wicked at all, despite how dominant they were on the earlier map. Basil is just hoping and praying they can get at least 1 headshot kill with the Taurus here. Good kill on Austin. 1 shot, but does get taken out due to a bit of a pinch here.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see if you're Wicked. You really hope to take out more REKT players with those Vezins to try to deny them such a huge eco win next round. Austin being the only one who got a kill that whole round definitely stings. But it's not impossible. So we see that Wicked is actually bringing Vezins here to this next round. And even though there is this pretty good eco dominance by REKT, this is the last round. So it's not like REKT really is going to be able to carry that eco to any further rounds beyond this. REKT already had a bunch of Vezins, so it's kind of like, what's the difference, right? They were going to bring Vezins no matter what, but now they're just going to bring a lot more util. We hope that Wicked can, burn all of their money, look at that, on as many util as they can to try and counter REKT's fast rollouts.
Also interesting that Sleepy is going for the Vezin again this round. There's been a couple rounds where they could have bought the shotgun and util and still had a decent econ left, but they've realized that the shotgun is just not working on this map like they would have liked, and so they're not going to be going for as many flanking positions here. This A side is going to be very dangerous for Wicked to try and hold here because it is so easy to pop in, plant the EMP, and pop out. Clev going for a pre-fire with the grenade, does not hit anybody though, and puts a little bit of attention onto A side, but then decides to back off after not getting anything done there. Should they have gotten a kill, I'm assuming they would have dropped in. Austin taking a few hits through the wall there. A lot of firing just blindly through the wall, knowing where players should be positioned as Neuro moves in with their drone, peeking around all the corners. Nothing is going to hide from the all-seeing eye that is Neuro drone. Making sure nobody's on the ceiling, presumably, is why they're turning around so much there. The rest of their teammates now moving in. They're going to check through different corners and walls. I can only assume just before their teammates start to walk in. TB is low health as well. Everybody on REKT, full health except Austin. And now the drone is dead. Another drone. Neuro is just all about that information. Didn't launch the drone? What was that? Oh, that must have been a blind throw. Mad Dog getting a kill on Basil Maz, and now Neuro ready to throw that drone again. This is attempt number 2. There we go. Fully committed to that drone. 2 Wicked players are now down for 1 player dead on REKT. Another fight happening off in the distance. Determined, are they going to take out the drone? Yes, they are. Neuro knows exactly where they're positioned, though. If they move quickly, they might be able to make some use out of it with the rest of their teammates trying to put pressure onto A side. Determined Fear slowly healing up. Good grenade by Ikari, but does not get any hits. It is a 3v4 at the moment, though, and REKT is ready to blast this wall and move in. Mad Dog just waiting on the trigger to rush into that room, waiting for, I assume, Neuro to pop up the stairs, which has not happened just yet. Okay, Neuro is ready to go. Mad Dog ready to blast the door. The rest of Wicked, though, is repositioned on this site. This is going to be a huge team fight, and Determined gets the first kill. That's really important. Now it's a 3v3. With Mad Dog still yet to pop in, Ikari is going to get the EMP plant while Neuro watches their back, but Determined takes them out. Now this is a chance to take out Ikari as well. It's only Austin left alive. Are they going to save, or are they going to rush in and try and get as many kills as they can? That's 1 kill for Austin. Crouch behind the box, a 2nd kill, and now there's only 1 player left alive for Wicked. It's TB, who is either going to be forced to guard the EMP or move out of their way to take out this very well-positioned Austin. That was great timing. Very unexpected. A huge Wicked type moment on the part of this REKT player, but Austin looks away at just the wrong moment, and TB takes them out. That was a potential win for REKT, but now the EMP is going to be defused just fine. Well done, TB Dog.
That was so close to being an amazing clutch up clip. Yeah, just a terrible look away time. Definitely doubting yourself and doubting where the enemies are going to be and what you're doing can get you killed like that.
Or alternatively, doubting how the enemy is going to try to pressure you. Now that we're back onto the pistol round, REKT has more than enough potential, or rather, Wicked has more than enough potential to bring things back. In the meanwhile, Wicked is going to be on offense in blue, going to be putting most of their pressure onto B site, and REKT trying to be on the defensive over on B site. I don't expect anybody on REKT is going to make a Sleepy Penguin type play, but who knows? REKT has been pretty good about their adapting to changing scenarios, while Wicked just tries to shake up the scenarios over and over. They're kind of the unexpected factor as far as I've seen so far in this game, whereas REKT has been the one trying to keep stable, keep cool, and they've been doing a good job of that so far on this map, but this could be the time when REKT, or Wicked rather, turns things around into their favor. They lost the pistol round on defensive quite handedly. Is the same going to be repeated here as Determined peeks in? Clev.
Huge nade.
Health. Good nade. Almost gets a kill. Okay. Forced to use the health. Throws their gun angrily on the ground. That was a really well done grenade. And Icon Living now just waiting for the right moment to use that health. Once it recharges, probably going to depend on Determined Fear pushing into this site. There's not really anybody positioned inside the site on the part of REKT, though, and Determined realizes that. Gets a kill on Mad Dog, is forced to back away, but that was a good hit. Nobody is able to shoot them through the walls, and now things are looking good for Wicked. They still have yet to fully push into the building, but getting that first kill on that corner camper is huge. Clev behind the wall is Determined, aware of this possibility as they try to shoot at where Ikari or somebody could be positioned behind the bomb there. This is a very tense situation as Neuro goes for a flank from the window. When are they going to pop out? It looks like they're popping out right now. They blast the ceiling door, but they have been spotted. They don't get any kills because of it. I liked the attempt of the play there, and now that window is a threat. All these Wicked players have to play close to the wall or risk getting taken out by somebody like Neuro popping out all of a sudden. And Icon takes out that door there where the static is, and Icon is trying to peek through without triggering the static too much. And hopefully get a kill on that player he knows is behind the wall there. Determined still way in the room, but not getting pre-fired through the wall by Icon or anybody.
Ooh.
EMP has been planted.
Wow, that was fast.
During that fight, that was good. That was really well done. It's a 4v4, but the EMP is in a really easily defended spot unless players like Austin peek out and get the kills there. 2 kills for Austin. Basil takes out Akari, but Neuro is running around in the top, trying to bait Determined Fear out of position. Neuro ready to peek onto Determined. Good headshot there by Determined. Now they're just going to be watching Clev try to defuse, fake defuse. It's really going to be about who can get this kill on Determined. And is Basil Mass going to flake? No, they get taken out by Austin. Good job watching behind. And Austin's going to be moving forward. They're low on time left. They get taken out by Determined too.
Oh.
Determined, the star of that round, wins the pistol round just barely for Wicked. Brings them to 3 score versus 4, and the EMP has been planted as well. Thumbs down right at the end there.
A huge play right there. That was absolutely insane. That was exactly what we expect to see out of someone like Wicked. Wicked now doing a great job of bringing this back. I see people in the chat talking about how offensive favored this map is, and it seems like Wicked might be able to bring some of this back with their offense. We definitely have noticed that Wicked seems to be a bit better at their offense than their defense, and now they're really showing that here. I mean, Sleepy Penguin, don't get me wrong, has done some serious damage on defense, but I always love seeing the craziness that happens with Basil Moss's flanks and Determined's huge amount of kills that happens. Not peeking through the window, luckily. We see that Ikari is just checking around, seeing what's going on. Mad Dog, camping here in this corner, might be able to catch Determined at a bad time. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and check out Mad Dog's POV for this one. Determined, not breaking anything. Mad Dog actually being the one to... Look at that fast reload. And gets taken out by Determined. Now Determined is going to be feeling quite good here. We see Determined actually take some damage there. I don't know what from, but now he's going to be re-engaging. We see that almost getting some shots on Austin, but not quite enough. We see Sleepy Penguin getting taken out. Now an Icon pushing in with Determined. Determined getting a couple kills. Wow. That's it. Wow, they just simple dominance victory, getting the kills that they needed. Double inject, keeping Icon really good and healthy.
And planting for that extra little bit of score. Wicked doing very well for themselves on this second map, tying things up score-wise, and we're really seeing that attacker's advantage. The fact that Wicked got any score earlier while defending is actually really coming into play and helping them here. Austin trying to position themselves in an unexpected spot. Seems to be failing to do so over and over. I'm not quite sure what they're about. There we go. Okay. Something more normal. And the pressure really is continuously on REKT to try and bring things back.
It totally is. I know it feels bad to be winning that much, and then now it's completely tied up. Completely tied up, decently close to the end of the game as well. 4v4 is super close to being a 6v6. So let's see how they're going to try to pull this through. Wicked sending a couple people up to the rooftop, but mostly down here through this window. Determined, double guessing if he wants to try and push through that. Looks like there's actually not a whole lot of defense through this area, so Wicked might be able to pull something through. Let's go ahead and check out the drone that they're sending in. Sleepy Penguin using the drone. I'm used to clicking on Neuro. Almost did it.
There you go. The rest of Wicked immediately following up on this drone. As soon as they see an area immediately around a doorway or window is clear, they move in right away. That's something that Wicked has been very good about, is pouncing on opportunities immediately. They are not playing too safe. Sometimes they play a little bit too unsafe, but oftentimes they're able to make something work because of their aggressiveness and because of making the most out of the time that they have. Determined and just now continuously crouching and standing over and over at this doorway, at this long sight line, trying to make sure that Neuro cannot peek. They have just a pixel through that doorway that they can see through, but that is enough for a solid headshot. Now the wall has been exploded. Icon and Determined are both in Viz here, ready to move into B site as soon as the rest of their team is ready to pinch. All 5 players on both teams are alive, and Mad Dog going for a Knut. Shotgun.
Wow.
Austin almost getting taken out there. Good hits on Ikari. The health is definitely not in favor of REKT. They've had to use their 1 health on Ikari, 1 health pickup.
Austin definitely not in a good position with low health. I mean, he's got the Vez and the gun that you want to be taking these engagements, but he's just getting pelted here. This guy gets absolutely no breaks. It looks like there's a huge amount of players that want to push this, and Austin luckily is being there. He's a stopping force that says, no, you cannot enter this site. This is my site. I want it. And Wicked is not happy about that. Wicked not really going for a flank as much as I had thought. Austin, looking at his teammates, probably communicating with them, looks like they're just kind of waiting for REKT to make a mistake. Rather than Wicked saying, hey, we can't push this, we're going to try and push from another angle, Wicked is saying, come on, peek me. Do it. I dare you. And Austin is not falling for the bait, nor is Neuro.
Whoa, good kill on Austin, though, by Sleepy Penguin. That is what they need to now start engaging as another REKT player falls. The EMP has been planted as well. That is the mistake they were looking for. And then Mad Dog moving blind around the corner. All of REKT has been taken out. Good play by Wicked. You hit it right on the nose, Willow. They were just waiting for that one moment to rush in, and that kill on Austin through the chair that I thought they might not have been able to shoot through was what they needed. There was just a little bit of a gap that the bullets could peek through, and Austin got hit.
Amazing play. That was super interesting to watch. Now I know REKT is definitely sweating if they weren't before. Wicked is now in the advantage here and still on offense on a map that people generally consider as offense favored. So it's going to be difficult for REKT to be able to pull this through, especially at econ disadvantage. Look at the guns that they're bringing into this. Mostly Spectrals and Tauruses. I mean, nothing against a Spectral or Taurus, but it ain't a Vezin. And that's exactly what all of Wicked is bringing to this fight. Not only is Wicked bringing that to the fight, look at the money they have. Determined has almost $6,000. Wicked, or TB almost has $4,000. And Icon has 4,600. Basil has 4,500. I mean, this is absolutely huge numbers. They could lose this round and then some and still have enough to get a couple Vezins. Wicked definitely is in the favorable position here. Let's go ahead and check out where they're going to be attacking from. Looks like out of garage, Sleepy Penguin is going to be throwing another drone. Sleepy sending it in.
Seeing the double explosive there too. And nobody in the garage to take out the drone immediately. Seems like Sleepy was about to go through a flank route and maybe spot somebody as a result of it, but chooses not to. Are they going to go straight through the doorway? No, they're making sure that this window is safe to move through. It looks like it is. And now, the very telling doorway does not get shot, but is aware that Mad Dog is through that doorway, pings them over and over, hoping for a teammate to shoot through the wall and headshot that player. Nobody going to get the hit, though. TV is down just a tiny bit of health, but nobody on either team fully down. Mad Dog, very aggressive, gets punished for it, though, is not ready for Determined to be right there with the Vezin. And now that the player disadvantage is out of favor of REKT, it's going to be difficult to hold off this push. All Determined needs to do is make sure that nobody's going to move through that connector. Akari is already through, but some shots are coming from that corner, so Determined is well aware that somebody could be popping through, sees the elbow of Austin, and now is locked in. Knows there's at least 2 players to the left there. No, they don't! Oh! They get shot from behind by Akari. That was really good positioning. Players dropping left and right. 3 down for REKT. 2 down for Wicked. 3 down for Wicked. And now they're able to steal the Vezins. This is the chance. If Austin's able to win this 2v1. No! Good flank by Basil.
That was a massive, massive flank. Wicked has to be feeling amazing right now. Bare minimum, they're going to tie it and bring it to Skyscraper. But let's be honest, guys. I mean, REKT winning 3 rounds in a row is going to be difficult, especially with such a huge eco disadvantage. Look at this, 7,500s across the board over on Wicked's side. Wicked, very favored to win this next round. I am excited to see how this is going to go. You can only catch amazing tournaments like this here at Disorient Labs, and looks
There's the plug. Okay,
right.
And this is a full buy on the part of REKT. They know this. Like, they were saving last round anyway, so there wasn't an expectation of a win. So the fact that they got as many kills as they did was actually really helpful to them, all things considered, but with how much money all these Wicked players had, it basically didn't matter. There was just an unexpected chance to win, but because it was unexpected, I think REKT was not fully able to take advantage of the situation, and so they're forced to full buy here with 1 point left for Wicked to win. REKT needs to win two excuse me, in a row, in a row, in order to bring things back. And Sleepy with the drone moving underneath the doorway. Oh my gosh, I need to stop. And the peek around the corner.
Oh!
Determined. That's what I'm talking about. They're taking full advantage of the drone immediately. As soon as the drone spots somebody, somebody is right behind it to get the kill. Normally, if you're Neuro or somebody over on REKT, you might expect that the drone is slowly going to move through, spot everybody. There's a chance to reposition. Not for Wicked. Wicked is playing fast and loose, and that's why 2 REKT players are down already with nobody down on Wicked, as they're already putting pressure onto B site, and a firebomb or whatever that's called down on the left side of B makes it so that nobody can move forward. Ikar, double kill. Double kill.
Last guy, just Mad Dog over on REKT. This is not looking good. A 1v4 situation. Mad Dog completely alone. Let's see how he's going to take this fight. Determined, pushing him.
Determined, he's playing aggressive. Oh, but Determined does get punished for it. That worked earlier with the drone, but now that you don't know exactly where the enemy is positioned, it's a bit more difficult to justify that level of aggression. There is an opportunity for Wicked to plant there, but I think they want to end this on a kill.
Yeah, I would not blame
No,
them.
there we go. That's the EMP plan. Okay, forcing Mad Dog to move out of their position. Mad Dog maybe a little bit more forward than Wicked could expect, but this is a 1v3, and the EMP is already planted, and Mad Dog is going to be flanked. No matter which direction they move, they take some shots through the wall and get shot from behind through the wall. I don't think any of those hit, though. Aware of TBD Dog, whose aim is just a little bit better at this moment. That's not what you want. You need your aim to be better than everybody. You could be playing against Good Kill on Icon Living. Basil had their gun up already, though, and that's why they win the fight. And Wicked are your Disorient Independence Tourney Breachers finalists. First place goes to Wicked. REKT second place. 2 map wins, 2-0.
Absolutely outstanding. Spawning me outside of the map here. Let's go ahead and check the scoreboard again. Wow. Looks like Bot Jordy at the top over there, 7 and 8. Mad Dog actually going 13 and 7. Absolutely incredible. Determined going 20 and 7. Determined absolutely bringing these W's. Huge wins over by Wicked, but REKT definitely brought a huge fight, and it was an amazing sight to see. You guys heard it here first. I mean, Wicked taking that first place. They're going to get a lot of amazing prizes that you can see over in the chat, including VR headset stands that have their logo imbued in them, and so many other things that, just Disorient and Dazzler themselves spent a lot of time getting as many sponsors and winnings as we possibly could to give as much back to this amazing community as we possibly could. And I'm super happy to say, with all the prizes that we got, that we hosted a great tournament, and I am so glad that all of you were here to join us for it. You guys have been amazing, and I thank you all so much for joining us. I couldn't have done it without such a great community and such a great amount of teams that joined this tournament. There was a huge amount of teams that joined, and all of the games seemed amazing. My only regret is we couldn't cast them all.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that being said, we're looking forward to the next one. I've been Not Gollum.
And I've been Willow. Thank you again for everyone joining us. It's been absolutely phenomenal, and we will see you guys at our next Disorient tournament, marble race. We be doing everything. We're doing lots and lots of community-based engagement that we hope you guys can join us for. That's not just Breachers based, but we will most likely do a lot more Breachers things because this was a huge success. Thanks again for Ruby for doing a huge amount of casting. She was the one who you saw casting earlier today and all of yesterday. A huge amount of casting that she did, along with Gollum and I commentating, among others. Thank you, everyone, and cheers.